Welcome to another video of our beloved Chelsea. I'm very sad and disappointed with our defeat away from home, a team that doesn't have any confidence and another player is injured. But first, as usual, help me subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't forget to like us. The pressure is now seriously mounting on Mauricio Pochettino as Chelsea were once again beaten on the road away at Everton. Second-half goals from Abdoulaye Doucouré and Lewis Dobbins sent Goodison Park wild as the Blues slumped to back-to-back defeats in the Northwest in just a matter of days. Chelsea started the game in a 4-3-3, with Mykhailo Mudryk showing really positive signs down the left-hand side early on. The Ukrainian was coming up against Premier League veteran Ashley Young and was relishing the challenge. However, the visitors were unable to really threaten the Everton goal in the opening 45 minutes. There was an element, although slight, of control to Chelsea's play, though, which was reassuring after the disaster at Old Trafford less than 4 days prior. Reece James was taken off in the first half with what looked like another hamstring problem for the Chelsea captain. The England international looked devastated as he trotted off the pitch with his injury luck going from bad to worse. In terms of what was happening on the pitch, Chelsea, while having some control, were once again struggling when it came to end product. Armando Broja was leading the line well and was making the right runs down the channel, but often when he did get the ball, he was rather isolated. Mudryk looked really positive up against Ashley Young, who came off injured, and then Nathan Patterson. The 22-year-old, though, as has been the story of his Chelsea career thus far, was unable to provide that killer ball in the final third despite looking really dangerous on the wing. Cole Palmer also looked bright, but the England international was guilty of shooting too much and stopping some relatively dangerous attacking phases for the Blues. Enzo Fernandez was getting forward more than his midfield teammates in Moises Caicedo and Conor Gallagher. In the second half, Chelsea looked almost fearful of committing too many players forward in the counter-attacking phase. Often it would be just Mudryk and Broja in the final third upon transition, which was letting the visitors down consistently. And then the inevitable happened. Abdoulaye Doucouré put Everton ahead early on in the second half, and Chelsea were once again made to rue whatever foothold they thought they had in the match. Goodison Park erupted. In stoppage time, it was the misery compiler for Chelsea and Pochettino. Dobbin emphatically finished for the Toffees to wrap up the 3 points for the hosts. After such a disappointing display against Manchester United, there was a slight improvement. But that is no consolation to the Chelsea supporters, who will be really concerned about the state the team is in right now. Unfortunately for Pochettino, there is serious pressure on the Chelsea head coach now. The indications coming out of the club is that they will back the Argentine as they look to build their long-term project. Football, though, is such a results-based business. We also heard very similar towards the end of the Graham Potter reign at Stamford Bridge. It simply is not good enough. There were huge question marks over his future amongst supporters going into the game. Those question marks will now be amplified by Chelsea's 7th defeat of the Premier League campaign.